Hi, everybody. I am listening to Derv, who will be rating into us in just a moment. So I'm going to cut my camera. You'll see this little flyer going, but we will be back and live in just a few moments. Okay, how are you doing? How are you doing, Yoshi? How are you? Yes. Yeah, just give me a moment, Yoshi. I'm listening to somebody who's getting ready to rate into us, and then we're gonna go from there. How have you been? I hope you've been feeling much better. You're still in the hospital, but you're hoping to go home on Tuesday. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I hope that works out for you. I really do. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm already in tears. This has just been amazing. Just been an amazing weekend. Yes.
please wash y'all's nasty ASS hands because it's getting warm outside and we all trying to be outside and we can't be outside when we're being sick.
Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh. Derp coming in with the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I'm already over here in tears. Oh my goodness. Y'all, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so many times over. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be in tears, but thank y'all so much. Oh my gosh. I had such a wonderful, wonderful, amazing time. I hope you guys can hear me. I had such an amazing time with you all over the last 24 hours. I told myself I wouldn't cry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't have I couldn't have thought of another way, a better way to have spent um my 4-year affiliate anniversary. As I've said to many of you many times over the last 18 months or so, I really started putting myself out there and reaching out and wanting to collaborate more and spend more time with members of the community and not just be doing games or playing games by myself. And as a result, I really have met some amazing people. And I will tell you all, there wasn't enough space for all the people who really wanted to be a part of this raid train. But I knew I only had 24 hours to give, that I could stay up consistently and be a good conductor. And so I already have made up my mind and said, you know what? This is just the first of many opportunities that we'll have. We won't be running these raid trains, so often, so frequently that everybody's like, here she come again, right? But we definitely will be doing it some more. We'll be including some additional voices. I just thought it was a great way to showcase some of the members in our community. It was less about me and my anniversary. My anniversary was just a conduit for me to try to figure out a way as to how we could have some fun together and just be able to go to each other's streams, sometimes playing games with whoever we were showing up with, other times just sitting back and enjoying. And I had so much fun. I'm going to play the event promo because I loved putting this video together. It was fun putting it together. And as I put it together, I envisioned every last one of these creators knowing their streams, knowing how I had been in their streams. And I just knew they were going to bring something so special to this raid train. So if you'll bear with me for one more time, we're going to play our special event promo video and y'all celebrate and cheer each other throughout this.
Just be kind. That goes for anybody. And even for those of y'all that's going to watch the VOD, be kind. It takes 2 seconds to be kind.
Damn, Martina, we could have got this. Yo.
Am I the drama?
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
My bad.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, in my defense, I'm hitting him. I'm sorry. Either on.
What?
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
Shoot, if you can get them, we got this.
I downed somebody.
Yeah, okay, you right by me.
I see him. I see him. Oh, they got the joints.
Come on, Lowe's, get that motherfucker.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hold up, and you got that all by yourself. Let me clip that.
spice things up. I can't come as a blacksmith, can I? That'd be so boring. You can come any way you want to. I will enjoy looking at you.
Alright, so y'all, so I'm spared for the. Yo, why did my horse fall down the damn thing? My horse died, y'all. He fell down the cliff. Aww.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Y'all, I really enjoyed putting that Ray train together. Thank you so much, Metro, for letting me know I was muted. It was so much fun. And Durf, I just wanted to say to you, you were so scared about being the last person on the Ray train, and you were perfect. You were perfect, just like the video was perfect with you being the last one. Because I was sitting there laughing. I was sitting there laughing because what took me out at the end was when you were like, dog, my horse, my horse, my horse. And then you had that little snicker at the end. I was like, you know what? I was so done with that. I was like, that is perfect. That is perfect. If there's any way to describe this community, the streamers who were collaborators with me on this stream, it really was that. Y'all bring the energy. Y'all bring the energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring the energy. Y'all bring everything. And sad he fell, but laughing he fell. Yes, that was hilariously funny. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna talk about each one of the streamers and what I saw that you all brought to this raid train. And it's not gonna be a long preachy thing, but I'm gonna say Odette kicked us off. Y'all, we couldn't have had a more. She thought I was playing when I thought I was crying at the end. But we couldn't have had, thank you so much for the biddies. We couldn't have had a more sweet, wonderful, just person to kick off the raid train. I knew she was nervous, so I went live a little bit early, pumped up some people coming in, coming through to see me yapping about whatever I was yapping about, and I raided in, and she just set the stage. Odette set the stage. She said she had low spoons, but y'all, I didn't feel it. All I felt was energy and joy and light. Energy and joy and light. And y'all, please pass that on to Odette. She does a stream for 3 hours at a time, so it was really hard on her. But she did such a fabulous, fabulous job. And I just want to thank her so much for kicking off the stream. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful how she kicked off that stream. And I appreciate that so very much. And then we went to Toy Gabriel, who, if any of you know this, Gabe is one of my kids, and hadn't streamed for a while, various things going on, and this was her coming back to streaming, and she had a great time. She introduced the community that didn't know about Final Fantasy 14 online. She introduced it. It was fun to watch. I had Yeah, she's my kid. She might be playing the game, but I don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I watched it. I had a ball watching it, and then played a little bit of repo with some friends that she brought with her as part of the stream. Then we went over to Miss Lisa Boss, and Miss Lisa Boss, of course, why she had me out there trying to hunt for some ghosts. Y'all know she knew better. She knew better. She knew better than that. Lisa knew better. But she had me out there trying to hunt for some ghosts. Y'all know she knew better, right? Everybody got a necklace but me. Everybody got a necklace but me. And you know why they got a necklace? Because they was in the house looking for the ghost. I was in the truck looking at the camera. So that's how that goes. That's me typically playing fastball. Then we went on and moved to Alley Cat. I am Alley Cat, who came through, got me out there in the Fortnite streets. Got me out there in the Fortnite streets. Oh, they were carrying me. They were carrying me hard in those Fortnite streets. But I appreciated that. Then, of course, I came through It played a little bit of Echoes of the Plum Grove, and told y'all all about the story, the messiness at how we got our little son Clyde adopted. That was a messy story, but it was funny. And then we went from there to where do we go from there? We went from there to Crispy Spidey, right? Yeah, isn't that where I went to Crispy Spidey? I believe so. Yeah, we went from me to Crispy Spidey. Yes. And Spidey took us on a real life tour in New York City. Y'all, that was amazing. Crispy walked across two bridges, got fresh air, got his exercise in, and was just entertaining energy from the moment he came in to the moment he rated out. That was just wonderful. And then Yak brought us the division. Yak. Oh my gosh, Yak. We were so happy that you were able to participate. I'm so happy and delighted that you were able to participate, because I know if it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have met Miss Lisa, and I might have not met some other people that were a part of the raid train. So it's because of you. You really do help to bring some real glue to this community. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that, Yak. And then last but not least, we had Durf close us out. Durf, I loved your show from beginning to end. You started with the just chatting. You got the formula, brother. You got the formula. You got the formula for greatness here on this platform. Just remember that. You got the formula, right? You start off great conversation with the community. Then you jumped into the game, very engaging with the community throughout. It was just a wonderful day. So I'm going to tell all of you, each one of you is special in your own way. All of you are capable of being and becoming whatever it is that you desire to become in this creator space. Just continue to build. 4 years, and I still am trying to get 1,000 followers. Some of y'all done better than me. You got more followers than I have, but it really isn't about followers. It is, well, let me not be disingenuous. It is about followers if you're trying to get um sponsorships and you're trying to get all these other things. But if your goal is kind of similar like mine, which is really to meet people and have a nice, wonderful community, a place where you can go and say, you know what, I want to be entertained. Which one of my friends in these Twitch streets is up and streaming? And being able to look out and say, oh, that one's streaming. Sometimes it's so funny because all of y'all are streaming at the same time. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have the attention span past two streamers at a time. Okay. I might be putting the wrong kind of stuff in y'all stream while I'm talking to one and typing in the chat for the other one and then put the wrong thing. So, but it is lovely now to say that this is the entertainment value that you all have. Is when I get ready to think about relaxing, I sit down and I open up Twitch first. I look for my friends first. I look to see who is out here streaming, who's going to be putting on that quality show, because I might go to look at Netflix or Amazon or whatever, and I get 10 minutes into something. I'll be like, oh, Lord, this is a waste of my time, or I'm bored. But if I come and I see y'all, it's always something fun that y'all got laughing. And so that's what this has become for me. It's become a community where we support each other, where we show love for each other, um, where we are supportive of each other, right? And it does, Peachy, it becomes so hard. It becomes so hard to choose sometime, you know, and you're trying to lurk, and you're lurking and you're laughing, you got them all up and you're just having a good time. So I'm just trying to say to you all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for how you have enriched my life over these last 4 years, and especially over the last 18 months or so. You all have really, really, really enriched my lives. And I thank you so much. And I continue to say that, I just love puzzle. I just love puzzles. I'm going to tell you right now, you have really still staying as a beacon in this community of inspiration. Great things are happening for you, and we are so happy. We are so happy that these things are happening, that you're getting your flowers while you live, that you're seeing the way you're touching lives, the way in which people are embracing what you have brought to the platform, and embracing what you bring as a person to the community. So we are so happy. But I agree with you. I agree with you so much. It really is about friendship. When you really talk about the core of your community, it's about friendships. It's about friendships over the numbers. And it's really hard sometimes for people to see that, especially when you're talking about big major companies, where you're looking to get sponsorships and stuff like that. They just want to see numbers because they think numbers mean you're popular, which means it might be a conversion for them. And there's some modicum of truth to that. But for me as a person, I want to have genuine relationships with people, genuinely care about them. I may not necessarily, I promise y'all, I want to be on Discord more, but by the time I go to work and I'm dealing with Slack at work and I'm dealing with Teams at work and I'm dealing with people coming in the office every 5 minutes, you can't even, as soon as you sit down and think, you're going to think about whatever the heck you're supposed to be doing. Somebody's coming and asking you questions. It's no harm or it's no disrespect around it. It's just that sometimes I'm just so overloaded socially that I'm just like, whew, I just need a few minutes to myself, right? So, but I'm hoping at some point in time that I'll be able to find the space to be more engaged with you all, not just during the streams, but also outside of the streams. But again, I really, but it's this is, I know it's my affiliate anniversary, but the person I am, the heart that I have, it is always about how can I give back to others. And I felt like today, I believe every one of you that was on the stream today, with the exception of myself and Alley Cat, have never been a part of a raid train or had the opportunity to be a part of a raid train. And so this is your gateway into that, right? And I will tell you all right now that if you ever want help in trying to figure out how to use the tools that we use, Alicat and another creator brought these tools to our attention for some raid trains that we were running. If you ever need help with learning how to use those tools, I can show you just how easy it is. I guarantee you will learn from me and I will learn something from you. That's how I feel this learning thing is all about. Nobody is really an expert at anything. People might know a little bit more than somebody else, but when you put two brains together, three brains together, five brains together, you are amazed at what happens and how you're able to really collaborate and learn more about it. Um, well, Jiba, I think I do. This weekend kind of showed me, and it's hard for me sometimes to see that internally, because there's an internal voice inside of me that always is saying something that might not necessarily be the right thing. And you all reaffirmed, and I'm going to tell you how you all reaffirmed. A month ago, this went live. Within 3 hours, it was full. You signed up, you stayed engaged. If there were any issues, you came right away. You didn't wait until the last minute for people to be scrambling. You let me know what was going on. You all showed up for me. And that's why I'm crying, because you all showed up for me. You said you would do it. You were committed to it and you did it, right? I didn't have to go chasing nobody down and saying, where's so and so? They're supposed to be here, for their raid chain to start at such time. I didn't have to go chasing anybody down. I knew where everybody was, and you showed up and you did what you were supposed to do. And I'm going to tell you, that's how, ooh, maybe I'm getting a little too sensitive about myself, but that's how y'all help me to understand how important you are to me, is when you show up, when you say you're going to show up. That's extremely important to me, because I've had so many people promise me in my lifetime, and that's where my PTSD comes from. That's where my post traumatic stress disorder comes from. In not trusting people, is because I've had a lot of people say they're going to do shit and call me 5 minutes later, or it's 20 minutes later and they ain't showed up. Nobody knows where they are. They've ghosted me and nobody has found them. Okay. So people keeping their word, I'm telling you, Metro, that's absolutely correct. You all will always be near and dear to my heart, because every last one of you kept your word. And if there was anything that was going on, you reached out to me immediately. You let me know what was going on. If there were others in the community who needed to get a message to me that I might need to check on somebody and make sure things were going on, they did that. And I'm going to tell you, that happens every day with this group. If somebody needs something, somebody's in trouble, one of us is going to reach out. If I know I'm going to reach out to somebody, somebody's going to reach out. And I will let you all know you have a big support system here. You may not realize it, you may not know it, you may not feel it in the moment because of whatever the hell you're going through. But I'm going to tell you right now, you have a strong support system here. And I ain't gonna say ain't gonna dox myself with my age, but I've been living over half a century, and I'm gonna tell you right now, finding that strength, finding that strength, finding people who are there for you, finding people who are, true to their word. If something happens, they're gonna let you know, and you know it's genuine. That they would have never made that commitment if they didn't feel like they could have done it. But something happened, life happens, and I tell people that all the time, life happens. And what is the true testament to who you are and the people in your community is how they respond when life happens, right? So just keep that in mind. And again, I appreciate I appreciate to I appreciate all of you so very much. And thank you so much for making this one of the most memorable things in my life. I will never forget that on April 26th and 27th, for 24 hours, my friends showed up and they showed out and they put their best foot forward and they really made this one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. And so I want to say to you all, thank you so much. I need to stop crying on Twitch because somebody gonna have me with some tears in my eyes and a clip somewhere, and I'm gonna be mad at their ass, 3 weeks from now. But I just want y'all to know I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the very, very bottom of my heart. And thank you all so much. Thank you so much. All right. I promised you all I would not be here long, that I would not be running my mouth long because y'all have been up with me 24 hours. I got maybe a couple of hours of sleep in the last 24 hours or so. Thank you so much. And what I really loved about every last one of y'all is if time and space allowed, y'all showed up. Y'all showed up. Y'all showed up for not just me, but you showed up for each other. You showed up for each other. Every person who was streaming had a good number of people in. They had a good number of people in the stream. Y'all showed up. Yes. That's right. That's right. That's right, Dima. To the world out there in Twitch, these are tears of joy. I'm not sad. I just want y'all to know I'm happy. So these are tears of joy. All right. So if anybody sees it, because people will take they'll take a clip out of context quick, Gmon. They'll take a clip out of context quick. Next thing you know, it's like somebody done clip something on somebody completely out of context. Completely out of context, right? Completely out of context. And the next thing you know, it's a hot mess. Lisa, you may have to use the clip button on I thought there was a clip button on Twitch itself at the top in the stream. You may have to use that. We've just had some disruption in some of our services and some of the things that some of the folks that we work with. We just had some slight disruptions. We had a little road bump, but everything is good. Everything is good and everybody's back. Okay. So it's all good. Sometimes we have little road bumps and it's okay. It's okay. All right, y'all. So 327. I said I would not have you here past 30 minutes. Thank y'all again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again. I'm terrible at doing this little heart, but thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all. I love each and every one of you. And I wish you nothing more than the best. I wish you nothing more than the best. Yes, yes, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, guys. Yeah, on the clip. I have the VOD itself and it's a very short VOD. So I will be able to I can share this thank you with y'all. It's short. This is short. 30 minutes is short for us. You know what I'm saying? But I can share parts of it and I can certainly make any clips that you all want. The raid video was wonderful. Let me tell y'all something. I had so much fun putting that thing together. My little brain was growing. I had fun putting the save the date together. And then when I was thinking about it when I was putting the save the date together, how I would put it together for the final raid video. And I love what happened at the end. Canva started acting a fool and was messing with some stuff. But I said the devil is not gonna get me. Devil is not gonna get me. So we were a couple of hours before everything was getting ready to get started on Friday, getting it together, but it's all good. We got it together. Thank you all so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I will say this to you all. Spoke and said something. Odette spoke and said something. G-Ball, just let me know. You ain't got to pay a dime for it. Just let me know. Just let me know. We can sit down and talk about whatever concept you might have. I'll try to help you the best I can. Now, I ain't going to say I'm going to be the best at it, but, I'll help. I'm never afraid to help anybody. Because what's the worst you're gonna tell me? You don't like it? Well, I prefer for you to be honest and say you don't like it than to say, "Oh, that's great," and then be like, "That won't good." You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anything you need any help with in any regard like that, Jima, I'm more than happy to help you. And I'm happy. Not only am I happy to help you, but I'm happy to teach you how to do it as well. So if you want to self-serve and do it for yourself, I'll help you. I'll help you figure it out. Help you figure it out. I don't know if you use Canva or not, but I figured out how to do that in Canva, and I got all the video editing programs and all that stuff too. But I can show you how to do it in Canva. Um. But anyway, that's where we are. 3:30. Thank you all. I will see you next time. I just wanted to say to you all that Odette did say something the other day that kind of resonated with me. As you all know, I am an author and I am a writer. I will be getting my book to the publisher on Monday. We have a final conversation on that for my first book. But if you see me streaming a little shorter with some of the gaming and stuff, I'm just letting y'all know I'm going to be getting back into the reading and writing mode and practicing my craft as a writer because I do want to get book two written and book three written. I need to go ahead and get my story done. So we can have a full story for this cast of characters that I've created. So if you see me spending a little bit of shorter time streaming and more time writing, that's why I need to get back to the thing that is a passion for me from that creative space. So just wanted to let you all know I'm going to be here. Also, this summer, I will be doing some traveling. I'm also hoping to be able to talk to the surgeon again on Monday, figure out about surgery. So you might see me sparsely around in the summer. It doesn't mean I've quit, doesn't mean I've stopped streaming. It just means I have to take some time for myself. I'll be around in streams, but I may not be able to physically do long streams or long stuff like that while I'm traveling and while I'm recovering over the summer. Okay. So, you might see a whole bunch of me starting to fall, right? You'd be like, I'm tired of looking at her, come to fall. But over the summer, I just got to take care of some self, take a little bit of time for me. Work a little bit more on my books that I'm writing, as well as taking care of my health. But beyond that, I am going to be around in these Twitch streets. I'm gonna drive y'all crazy. I'm gonna be talking about stuff and be like, why you ain't take on that opportunity? You could have been a part of that. You could have been a part of this. Cause so for all of y'all that was never in a raid train before, you've been in one. So when opportunities come in the various different organizations that you're in, and there's a chance and opportunity to be in the raid train, don't be afraid. Step into the light and go ahead and let your light shine so that people can see it. Y'all take care, everybody. I will see you again soon, hopefully on Thursday. And on this channel, I'll be on my other writing channel all week, but I'll see you again on Thursday on this channel. Take care, everybody. I love you so much. Thank you again for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful affiliate anniversary celebration. And I wish you all the best. Take care, everybody, and God bless.